Hi guys, welcome back to the UK and Ireland tour. My name is Chris, aka Big Will, and today we have made a shock move. We have left Hibernian and we have gone over to the Republic of Ireland and we have joined up with the Candy Stripes, Derry City. They have had a decent run in the league in recent years. They've won it a few times. They finished third last year. They were without a manager, so we have taken over, and our bid to do this UK and Ireland tour, of course, is to win all of the domestic big leagues in those divisions. We will have to go back to Scotland, of course, but I think we'd done all we could with Hibernian. We weren't getting anywhere quickly, and as such, I've decided to make this move. So, going into it, a number of our backroom staff are also coming in. They're actually in the Champions League, and the media prediction is already for first place. We are trying to get in a number of the staff, like I said before, from Hibernian. It might be a little bit difficult with one or two of them, but we should be okay. They've got very good training facilities, average youth facilities, and above average youth recruitment. So it's a good area for the club to be in. Obviously, the club history, they've won a number of trophies over the years. And I think we could do reasonably well. Their first rivals, incidentally, are Linfield, which is a bit of a strange one. I hope I've not accidentally come to the Northern Irish League. I'm pretty sure they're in the normal Republic of Ireland League, but we'll double check on that. In terms of the squad, obviously, I've not actually had a look at it as of yet. All I know is it is quite a bloated squad, and there are one or two different bits and pieces that we may have to attend to. Dean Martin, of course, we do know him. He was previously our striker at Hibernian, so there is a familiar face, if nothing else. So going into this season, we're still in January, so their domestic season doesn't start until mid-February. So we've got a full transfer window, practically there or thereabouts, and then obviously we'll be getting into it from there. So they want us to challenge for the title this season. They want us to be competitive in the Champions League and challenge for the Senior Challenge Cup as well. And then after that, they just want consistency to win the Premier League. We only signed a 2-year contract, and I'm quite happy on that. It's £5 a week. And from that, obviously, within these 2 years, if we can get the title wrapped up, then we will hopefully move back to Scotland again afterwards and try and finish the job that we have left behind there. So they want us to play attacking football. That's the supporter culture, and the supporter expectations are to beat Finn Harps because they are the bigger rivals and obviously challenge for the title. Yep, we'll beat the media. That can stay as that. So here we go. Next match is in 3 days, apparently. Is that a friendly? Yes, it is. So they've got a couple of friendlies in place already, and then they've got a testimonial game at the start of February with, and well, there's a couple of testimonials in fact, and then the season gets underway proper at the start of February. So the squad itself, let's have a look and see what we've got. So, I mean, it looks quite a bloated squad, 33-man squad. So they've certainly got plenty of players in there. There's certainly some players that stand out. Barry Moore looks to be a key player for them. 4-star of current ability with a bit of potential. Raymond Baxter, Domaraki, Akashukwu, uh, Jack Moylan, Sam Mather. Dean Martin, of course, who we are fully aware of. He is the striker that, of course, we had at Hibernian, as I mentioned before. Howard Richardson, Timmy Scott. Some very good quality for this level. And there's a number of young players here at the club as well. A number of them are 1.5, 2 stars, so they'll probably end up going into the reserve side, which will probably thin the squad out quite considerably, to be fair. And even Brian Marr, 3.5-star quality goalkeeper. Simon O'Mahony, very good right back. Taylor Foreign, a very good centre back as well. So there's certainly strong foundations here, and it'll be interesting to see exactly what we do squad-wise in terms of the transfer window as well. Obviously, we'll take a look at these guys that have got 2-star of current ability. Obviously, a few of them have got pretty good potential as well, as we can see, but it could be that we loan a number of these guys out and then try and build from there. So in relation to the staff, I did ask to hire a few of the other members of staff at Hibernian, so I'm not too sure why they haven't come through. Um, so Jack Wilshire is here, along with Florian Fosse. Um, Staff shortlist? No? Okay. So the head of youth development that I wanted has ended up being a free agent, which is a bit of a strange one. So we'll try and get him in. Liam Boyce was going to come with me as well to be the assistant manager, and he's just left his role as well. So he was going to come with me. Oh my word, he wants far too much money. There's no way we can afford that. So that's not happening, is it? Um, in terms of overall, so a couple of the guys have come straight over, but a few of them haven't. So the head of youth development is the one that we've had at Hibernian. Hopefully he will come into the club. And Jimmy Smith also came over and he remains as an under-19s manager. He came from Hibernian as well. And he's a very good one, to be fair. Really happy to have him in. We will have to go through the rest of the staff as well at some point and really knuckle down and sort out. But I'm really happy to have got the guys in that I have. If I'd have known Jack Wilshere, if I'd have known Liam Boyce, sorry, wasn't going to come in, I'd have offered Jack Wilshere the assistant management job, to be honest. But there, certainly plenty to do still in terms of the backroom staff. There's no director of football, no technical director. We need some scouts and a recruitment analyst. Having a loan manager, incidentally, it isn't on our terms, so we'll have to terminate his contract anyway. And in terms of the medical team, again, it's quite bare at the moment with a head physio who's good at the physio but nothing else. But yeah, hopefully we can get off to a decent start this season. Obviously, there is work to do. In terms of the coaching team, I can't remember who else we were looking at bringing in. It was one of the other coaches, I'm sure. It was one of the goalkeeping coaches. Was it Alan Fettis, I think it was. Yes. So Alan Fettis was supposed to be coming in as a goalkeeping coach, but again, he's probably been priced out in terms of contract. So all the guys that haven't arrived have priced themselves out with contracts, which is a shame. So it is something we'll have to look into. Certainly going to be a very busy first couple of weeks for sure, especially with the transfer window being open. We'll confirm that one as well. Obviously, we've got to look at things tactically, but until we get a proper makeup of the squad, I'm not too sure how we're going to set up yet. In terms of the development centre, there's a lot of good quality two-star players in there as well, even 1.5-star players, some pretty strong-looking talent for this level. If we go to the ability, I mean, Will Patching is there. He's actually loaned out at Newport at the moment. It's a bit of a strange one. David Murphy, decent young player on the attacking midfield. Defensive midfielder in Loughrey. Ali McCabe, decent fullback. So there's plenty of potential, especially for this level. And it could be that we'll focus in on some of these youth talents going forward. But obviously, we need success very, very quickly. So a number of these youngsters that we've got in the first team will evaluate, potentially put them into the under-19 squad, depending on their age. It could be that we'll have to sell some of them. But then we'll find a balance and hopefully we can get some strong talent in through the transfer window. In terms of budgets, they've been quite generous, to be fair. We've got £1.3 million, £11,000 worth of wage budget. I mean, for some reason, the wage budget's maxed out and we're keeping that 1.3 million. But, you know, we've got plenty of room to maneuver there. And I think that if once we get the scouting team in place and everything like that, I think we should do quite well. Yeah, because again, we can't move anything from there, but we have only just taken over, of course, so that might be something that we can sort out going forward. So in terms of where we're going to go from here, obviously the season doesn't start until this President's Cup tie, which is in the 7th of February. So we'll have a transfer roundup and we'll come back for our first competitive match of the season, which is in that cup, and our first league game of the season away against Bray Wanderers. And hopefully we can get off to a good start, like I say. Plenty of work to do, but exciting times ahead. We reset ourselves and we move on here to the Republic of Ireland. So until next time, guys, thank you very much for your support. Please like, subscribe to the channel. It's all greatly appreciated. I will see you all next time. This is Big Will, signing away.